Welcome back to a new path for Freespace 2 here on Paladin Gaming. Personal log, Lieutenant Commander Carl Bristow. Okay, so we have a first name now. November 17th, 2372. I don't know what to think of all this. What's going on with A to Z Logistics, and who are they and what do they want? Why would anyone want to reopen the node to the Capella system? And even if there is an individual out there who would really want to commit suicide at the hands of the Shivans, how do you get others to help you with it? Sure, the last years weren't easy, but I cannot believe that there are so many people willing to die and take everyone with them. I hope our next mission will be more successful and you can find out what those lunatics want. And then there's Sam. Something has changed the last few months when I was away. He was good at hiding it, but I know him better. Maybe he was disappointed to give back command of the squadron to me, but Mike said he stepped down voluntarily. Perhaps he just did it because of me, I don't know. And he doesn't want to talk about it. The more he claims that everything is alright, the more he convinces me that it's not. I hope he opens up and we can solve this before it has impact on our performance on duty. Alright, let's continue. A to Z Logistics. Command has released information about A to Z that they've gathered. There's nothing special at the first glance. According to the GTVA commercial register, A to Z Logistics is a Vega-based logistics company specialized in freight transports from Vega to adjacent systems with a focus on Epsilon Pegasi. They always paid their taxes, always had all needed documents, and before the Capella node incident, nothing suspicious was recorded. There are some official complaints about them on the current pirate situation in Vega, as some of their freighters have been assaulted, but apart from that, they have been inconspicuous since their founding 4 years ago. Right after the Capella disaster. Interesting. However, once you start digging a little deeper, it becomes intriguing. There is, for example, the question of A to Z's startup capital, of which we couldn't find the origins, or A to Z's current financial situation. Our analysts have found a set of complex incoming and outgoing financial transactions that were transferring large amounts of money around through accounts all over the GTVA. We still haven't located the origins and destinations of that money. We also found evidence that most of A to Z's upper management consists of fake identities. That raises the question who really is in charge of that company. But great means of masking their true organizational structure were taken as well. Another point is their security force. According to official numbers, we should already have destroyed about half of their crafts, but it seems they have significantly more ships at their disposal. We suppose that they've increased their fighter strength via black market acquisitions, which could be an explanation for some of these strange financial transactions. All of our findings so far indicate that A to Z is only a puppet company for someone else. Someone with vast resources, great influence, maybe even connections to higher GTVA ranks, and a strong interest to remain unknown. Admiral Petrarch, is that you? They can't be. Researchers from the Hideki Institute have analyzed the data gathered by the GTSC touring at the Capella node here in Vega. Their first preliminary results indicate that A to Z may indeed have tried to restabilize and reopen the Capella node. Hideki's scientists also state that a subspace manipulation of this magnitude cannot be achieved in one single incident, which means that A to Z most likely had launched several missions like the one you interfered with during your sortie. Since the results of the last survey 1 year ago were just normal, we can assume they started shortly after that scan. There's another clue for A to Z's connections to GTVA personnel, as they couldn't have done such missions to restricted space without anyone within the GTVA military noticing it. Someone with appropriate access must have covered these incidents. While our investigations go on, Command has decided to take the offensive, as A to Z has clearly taken hostile actions against GTVA personnel. They've officially been declared a hostile faction by the Security Council. That means that their protection as civilians under the Beta Aquilae Convention has been rescinded, which allows us to use other means to get information. Our fleet has been selected to participate in these actions, and individual briefings for the missions to come will follow soon after this command briefing. Alright, well let's get to that mission briefing. Backer investigation. With A to Z declared hostile, we're now able to take some more direct actions against that company. In the next few hours, GTVA forces, including 4th Fleet, will carry out reconnaissance and force missions against various A to Z sites in Vega-Beta Aquilae, and Epsilon Pegasi. The 142nd Black Diamonds will have a major share in this campaign. Is that our squadron name? We haven't heard it to this point. I guess it is. Your target will be the A to Z Logistics HQ near Vega 2. The answers to most of our questions will be in their computer systems. We need access to their databases. And Asteria. A to Z knows that as well, so they have fortified their base. The installation is well armed, guarded by a series of sentry guns, as well as at least 2 wings of fighters. And they did this in the middle of Vega, under our noses, and no one said anything until now. We also expect several waves of reinforcements which will be called on. Excuse me, once the station is attacked, this won't be an easy fight. We will send in Alpha and Beta as our strike force. Your goal is simple. Destroy any fighters protecting the installation and all sentry guns. You must also disarm the station itself to clear the path for our boarding party. Guard the capturing operation until we gain control of the station. Start in 30 minutes. Primary objectives: capture A to Z headquarters. Do we have trebuchets? We do not. We do have... Huh. Alright. We don't have tornadoes. Herc 2s can't carry stilettos? Interesting. I know that's not a full bank, because a Herc 2's bank can carry 400. But that's all we got, so let's hit it. Greetings! Command, we're on site. Cancer and Virgo wings are protecting the station. There are also 8 sentry guns. Acknowledge, Alpha 1. Move in. GTVA strike team to A to Z forces, stand down. Surrender to GTVA custody and nobody has to be hurt. I don't think they like that idea. The fighters are moving on intercept course, weapons hot. Well then, all units attack.
Bandit on your tail.
Show us how it's done, sir.
I will. How do they have this much hardware? Whoops. Alright.
Yes, sir. Targeting weapons now.
You're carrying all the stilettos. Ooh, we got a big honking turret. Black turrets.
Secondary bank's empty. Calling in support. Get this band! Help me!
Wow. New wing has arrived, designation Aquarius. Oh boy. that a support ship? That is a support ship. You're trying to kill our support ship. Hey! You jerkface! Anyone hear a gunfire this way? Yeah. Beta wing is down. Station is disarmed. Command of the station is defenseless. You can send in the boarding team. Acknowledged, Commander. Sending the boarding team. I think the boarding team can stay at home. A self-destruct sequence has been activated. Damn it. All units stay clear of the station. Commander, have you heard this?
Roger that.
Oh, we did Alpha 1. The boarding team has been recalled. You may also return to base. Oh boy. Well, at least we didn't lose any, Alright. Well, let's get out of here. Whoever is behind A to Z definitely wants to stay unknown, that's for sure. Nevertheless, we struck a major blow to A to Z. Losing their headquarters will hinder their operations, probably even end them. The remaining A to Z forces will be scattered and easy to capture during the next few days. Unfortunately, all data from the station's mainframe was lost when it self-destructed. Without that data, it will be difficult to impossible to find out who's behind all this. Intelligence will continue their investigation, though. Although this isn't the outcome we wanted, it hasn't been so far, it will be sufficient as the imminent threat seems to be over. No recommendations. 6 total kills, no assists. How am I getting no assists this whole campaign? 4 Hercs, 1 Myrmidon, and 1 Kulas. Bring our all-time total for the campaign to 34 kills with no assists. So this was Backer Investigation, the 4th mission of the New Path campaign for Freespace 2 here on Paladin Gaming. This is Paladin Gaming signing off.